Hey people, so I'm watching the movie Secretary. I will be doing a review of it probably later tonight, if not tomorrow. And there's a scene that happens at basically the 1 hour mark. It's pretty much 1 hour uh, dead on. That it reminded me of something I don't think, I mean, I've said, but I've never actually done a video on it. It's this idea of using play as punishment. Okay, it's very simple. Um, if you use play as punishment, you simply are setting yourself up. And here's why. As in it's happening in this movie, at the point that I have stopped it, I'm watching it on my computer. So, um, the Maggie Gyllenhaal's character, who is the secretary for for Mr. Gray, the original Mr. Gray, um, is typing up a letter to somebody, and she makes a mistake um, in the word sincerely. She put two E's in sincerely, and she goes to reach for the whiteout. She has a couple of bottles of whiteout above her typewriter. She's in this. Normally she's in the front of the building. For some reason, they have. She's in his office at this point, at a little desk, and she reaches for the bottle of whiteout after she notices the mistake, brings it down, opens it up, wipes off a little bit, goes in to correct it, and then pulls back and puts the cap back on. Okay. Knowing that if he catches the mistake, she's going to get a spanking. AKA, that's his punishment for her. But she likes getting spanked. Therefore, the power of that as punishment has gone. Make that very clear. It is now useless. Absolutely useless. This is why if you're going to punish somebody in your life, your submissive or your slave, don't ever use play as punishment. Just don't. Okay? Because unless you want a brat on your hand who's constantly doing things that piss you off to make you do that, they're topping from the bottom. Let me make that very clear. By doing that, by having a play that they like be a punishment, they will do things specifically to get you to do them. Therefore, they are topping from the bottom. Using a punishment that is not play, that is going to make punishment mean something. Punishment should never just be handed out willy-nilly anyways. Punishment should be for very specific things, and it should be incremental. Okay, something small, so you start up with small punishment. They can make that mistake, make it a little bit bigger. Make that same mistake bigger. Make that same mistake bigger. If they flagrantly don't do what they're supposed to, then yes, you can start off with a bigger one. Okay, there was somebody in my life who specifically went to meet with somebody that I told her, do not go meet with them. Do not. Because this person she was going to meet, I felt was dangerous. She went and had coffee with him. I gave her a punishment. And if you go back to one of the absolute very first videos I ever did, I think I even talked about it then. And that was the punishment that I had her do was the rice punishment. Okay, and there's actually two videos connected to that. I don't know if the second video is still up anymore. If I want to actually, that reminds me, I should go see if it is and then download a copy and then repost it. And do an intro explaining it, maybe even do a whole thing about the whole situation. But yeah, that might be a good thing to do. So yeah, like I said, just don't use play as punishment. It will always turn out bad in the end, because you will always find that they start doing things that make you upset specifically to get you to punish them. Not a good way to go. So that's going to be it for now. Be well and safe.